they moved back over. Hi. Look at that. It's been a few months since they've been over this way. It's like 3:10 in the morning. Like, I straight up thought that they might have, like, stopped and didn't want to come around. Because we've been having a light show from a museum here, like, up until, like, 10:30 at night. But, that was actually the, second one that I've seen so far since being out here. It was like, alright, that's one, let's see if another one popped up, and sure enough. So now we're getting closer to this being around the same time again. So then I cannot wait for the trees to lose their leaves. But I'm not sure what planet that is. If that is a planet. That is not a planet. That is not a planet. Dude, is there one seriously chilling right over the frickin' lake? I don't know. Zoom in with this. That could be one. Looks like straight up. It's circular. Like, I don't normally pick up stars like that. Let me see. That star's picking up the same way. Which I'm pretty sure is a planet. Okay. So that's why nothing's popped up. There's a plane right there. Again, I tell people, in all the months that I've been doing this, since January 19th, is like straight up. These things do not show up when planes are around. And if they do, it's when the plane is out of the distance. So it's gonna happen. It'll happen here shortly. Straight up though, when I zoomed in on that, like it even straight up had that little circular spot to it, like the orbs that I've zoomed in on. And the thing is, too, with the camera's not showing it the way my eyes are seeing it, but it seriously has like branches to it. Like, you know, like what a star looks like, but it's not a freaking star. Ooh. Here's one. .3:19 a.m. and it's Monday, August 25th. Been minutes since I've even done a recording like this. And of course, train coming through. Yeah, when I was recording them from my backyard, there's another one. There is another one. Yeah. Like I've said, always the same result. You see them, and then the direction that they're heading is east and going towards the lake. This is not Starlink or detachments like somebody wanted to argue with me on somebody else's posting on TikTok. I turned around and blocked it. Like, dude, like, yeah, the person had Starlink in their video, but there were other parts that wasn't Starlink. And I've captured Starlink before, having my phone chilling in my bedroom window, and it was off over, we were pointing that way. This was months ago. Starlink is in clusters, but these things, I'm telling you, they're not outside of the planet. They're not thousands of feet up. They're only a few hundred. And again, I got proof of that by turning around and months ago going to a storage facility. It's about 100 yards away from that tower, and I was watching them go to the tower, which I got proof. This isn't Project Bluebeam, because again, why would you be doing it at this point? Too many people are sleeping. And they're not meteors, because there's no trails, or no trails, no tail, just like that atlas. That atlas, from what they're showing, has no tail. And yet people want to keep calling it a comet. It ain't no comet. My honest opinion, my belief is that probably is a massive mothership on its way here. And all of these ones that everybody's been filming for what? Well over a year? They're the same. It's the same thing. It's just, it's smaller. Like, I'm almost wondering if it gets to the point of being, Atlas being closer to us, that, it may do the same thing these things do. There you are. There you are. There you are. And not an airplane, folks. None of that. And actually, there are two of them. Hold on. There's another one right behind it. It's just very faint. And here we should see stars. Sorry for the quality. I mean, I am working with a Galaxy 24, but I'm trying to work on, getting the actual camera or some type of a telescope to where maybe I can get a better shot of what these things actually look like. I haven't been really catching a lot of these because I've been dealing with a lot of headaches over the last couple of weeks. So I've been passing out in the PM instead of like 5 o'clock in the morning. But I don't know how long they've been back over here. Last night I didn't even think to come up front. I was in my backyard and, still looking off in the same direction, that way, which is north. I could see some off in the distance moving around, but my phone wouldn't have been able to pick it up. There was one right there. I don't know how long we've been back in this position, which is interesting. Because, obviously this is, August, so it's past the 19th. So it's been 8 months in total. There's another one. Right there. No, actually, it's a star that I'm seeing. The reason why I was like, I think my peripherals are picking up the stupid streetlights. So, hopefully, before another one shows up. So, 8 months ago, I came outside actually around like 4 something in the morning. And actually, I'll come back this way just to give a better explanation. So, my backyard is that way. Okay. So, I caught these things coming from down this way. And in the course of the 8 months, and then there's another one that's actually moving through right now. Like I said, I mean, I've caught so much evidence of these things, I'm not worried if I don't film one of them. So, over the course of time, they were coming from there. And then at some point here in the last couple of weeks at least, they obviously shifted, and now they're back over this way. And again, this is August. All of that was back in, I think I actually just saw a meteor. So yeah, 8 months ago, started there, worked its way this way, which I miss them being at the tower. I mean, basically in this whole little area here, I miss. But that tells me that they're staying in this vicinity. So if you also film these things, and like if you've been filming these for quite some time, like seriously, start thinking of, where did I first see them? Where am I continuing to see them as it's progressing? Are they making their way back to where you originally saw them? I mean, I don't know if anybody started seeing these things on the morning of January 19th, but that's when these things started. And actually, what caught my eye anyways is up over this way. I didn't have my phone on me, unfortunately. It was upstairs, so I had to rush back inside. I only got maybe like 7 minutes worth, and it wasn't even the best part. It almost looked like flares, like a bunch of flares coming down. I'm like, what the what the F? And here we go, there's another one. So, like I said, I thought I was seeing flares, so I went inside, grabbed my phone, and by the time we made it back out, them being like flares was over. And then they started basically being like these white orb-looking things. They are definitely some type of a small craft. So like I said, I have proof, and that's stars. That's it, right there. So like I said, I have proof of them going to that tower, being near it. Truth be told, this is probably why we're getting all of these, distractions of things. I mean, not only to probably deter from some disgusting people, but, think about it, guys. This is one thing that not a lot of people are talking about anymore. And this needs to be talked about. They said we would get disclosure. Nope. Haven't had that. just seeing one off this way. Who's up that way? And again, still kind of it going the same way. Like sometimes there is randoms that are moving around. What time is it? Well, it's 3:33 a.m. What the shite? I just straight up seen a flash. I just straight up seen a flash. And then I saw one. See, it stinks like they don't allow you to be at the parks and everything till like almost sunup. So it's like the best place to be at, you can't go to right now. And it sucks. I just saw another one, but hold on. There you are. Right there. Right in the middle of the screen. And it's going downward. So too, I've have a theory because there's only a few areas where they could land right in this direction. I pulled up the map, looked at the map. I think I might actually have the map on my YouTube. Don't quote me. I might have taken it off. I don't remember. But there, a good majority of them, when they're coming down and going below the tree line, those ones are landing. I do have videos or recordings, whichever you want to call them, of them coming down from up in, that area, but they were coming down. And they were landing somewhere. Just like this one. Look at that one. Hello. And it's still there. Just barely see it. I got it right about in the middle of the screen. But it is going down. Like I said, there's some of them, yeah, they appear, kind of come down a little, and then go out to the east towards the lake. But for real, I'm happy about this. I'm happy that they're back over this way. And then I'll be even happier once the tree in my neighbor's front yard loses its leaves. Because then I can film higher up again from my window. Honestly, wish this dude would just cut his frickin' tree down. The city might make him. So I think I'm gonna end my recording here. Excuse me. I want to crash, but yeah, I'm happy to see that they're showing up again in that area. I don't know if I can get that one or not. There it is. There it is. Ooh, there are two. There's two. There was another one. My phone just barely caught it. Just zoom out just a little. Oh, dude, you caught that flash. I caught that flash. And those are stars to the bottom there. I like that. I'm like deciding, yep, I'm gonna stop, and then some cool stuff happens. Yeah, I can't even see it with my phone anymore. But it is definitely going out towards the lake, and I'm happy that I caught that flash, because there is nothing right there. But this is awesome. Now I need to look at the forecast, see if it's going to be clear skies for the morning tomorrow on 26th, Tuesday. Because then I can turn around and grab my chair and sit up by my stump out front and watch the show. But yeah, that's definitely a planet. Or it's got to be a planet. It's got to be a planet. Always debunk. But thank you for watching. If you're seeing this on my my TikTok, definitely hit that follow button, hit that like button, favorite, share. If you haven't gone over to my but I'm catching one up above here. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, definitely be sure to. I just caught another flash. There's definitely some hell activity. But yeah, like I said, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, definitely be sure to do so. If you are seeing this through TikTok, I have a link in my bio. And then if you don't want to go to the easy link in my bio to go and subscribe to my channel, turn around and either search up Supernatural Folklore Investigations, or and actually right now I'm catching one of your rare occurrences. So there's a plane right there. Where are you? There you are. See, like I said, this is semi-technically rare occurrence, because like I said, they don't show up when a plane is around, but that plane is way higher up and it's already past it, so that plane isn't seeing this thing right now. But yeah, like I said, search Supernatural Folklore Investigations, or at s.f.i -sign and Steve, and you'll find me. But definitely every subscribe is greatly appreciated, completely free. I want to be able to go live through that and then literally have the ability to show even more people these UFOs. And then there's another one up above. Like I said, you'll get randoms, but I've even like seen that before, like one pops up and then it's doing that and then it turns around and has come down and ended up going like right over the tower. But again, thank you very much for watching my video. Make sure to hit that like button if you're seeing this through YouTube. Hit that notification bell for new content. It's like as long as I have the ability of catching these things when they're around, I'll definitely get that these to you. And there's one going down. I didn't catch it. Yeah. Basically, I'm into everything. That's why I went with the name that I chose, because it covers literally everything. The strange and unusual, folklore, paranormal, like aliens, part of folklore. But anyways, again, thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for more, because like I've said in the past, as long as these things keep coming down, doing what they're doing, I'm gonna keep filming. And I definitely hear a plane somewhere back behind me. Oh yeah. Oh, there it is. Like I knew I heard a plane. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Look at you. Again. Like I said, this says way lower, way off to the side from where that is. God, I love this. But definitely, folks, stay tuned. There will be more. This is Supernatural Folklore Investigation signing off. Y'all stay spooky.